So during my 5 years trading career, I made some costly mistakes that actually slowed my growth. This is one of the videos where I will explain you what I did wrong, so you don't have to. But before jumping directly into the subject, I kindly ask you to leave a like and a subscribe if you wish to see more content from me on YouTube. Okay, so the first mistake that I made, and it was costly in the end, was the fact that I traded with small capital. If you're going to trade with small capital, more than likely you won't be satisfied with the profits. And I made some examples here. For 5% generated monthly out of $500, you will only make $25. Is that enough for you to live for 1 month, or are you satisfied with the profits from the forex market if all your hard work was only for $25? In most of the countries, that's not much. Now let's see if 5% out of 5k is enough for you. This is going to be somewhere around $250. Is that enough for you? For some, it might be as a side hustle, like a small one, but if you put your whole energy into it and if you really trade on a day-to-day basis, I'm pretty sure that this won't be enough. Of course, you can go mid-risk or high-risk with the same trades. So instead of risking 0.5% or 1%, you can actually go for 2-3% per trade because it's your own capital and you can afford losing. So let's say that in the end, your trades were profitable and you ended up with 15% monthly, and that is $75 out of $500, which is still not a lot considering the fact that you risked more. And out of 5k, it will be somewhere around $750, which is good enough, but again, not great. However, the mistake that a lot of people are making is actually putting money on a side and not using them into the trading account because they would rather use a $500 account and risk it all, risk 100% of it, instead of depositing more money, having more leverage, and in this way to risk only, let's say, 10% of that account. Because in the moment where you trade with a higher capital, you will see that you will tend to risk less. So for example, 15% monthly out of 10k will be somewhere around $1.5k. So in conclusion, if you know for sure that actually you have capital to trade with but you refuse to put it to work, just calculate a bit and realize that having higher capital will help you trade in a better way. The second point is about risk management. In the moment when you will have a low amount of capital, you will see that you will tend to increase your risk a lot because, again, remember the first slide, you wouldn't be satisfied with a small profit at the end of the month. So instead of depositing more, your first thought would be to actually risk more of your account. So instead of having a 10k deposit that you totally own and you can withdraw at any time, you choose to risk more of that 5k account that you deposited initially. Is that better? I don't think so, because you will get into a bad habit of risking too much. Trading doesn't work this way, and in the end, trade by trade, you're going to end up with $0 in capital. So instead of over risking, my suggestion is to actually go for a higher capital and risking less of it. The second mistake was being so stubborn that I didn't accept the fact that I might need some help in trading and I shouldn't trade on my own. I need some friends, some people to trade with that are actually good at it and that can inspire me. I didn't have a trading floor. I didn't have friends that were trading. So I kind of missed it, but in the same time, I wanted to do everything on my own. That was detrimental for my results, for my career. It slowed me a lot, and I'm gonna explain you why. Trading is indeed tough and is a lonely path. This is what I heard a lot of times. We do not have a lot of people around us that are trading and that can actually help us, and I get it. The journey is actually lonely and you have no support overall. You're lucky if you have support from family and friends because usually they don't understand exactly what you're doing, but this will not happen in a group with more traders. Of course, everyone is using social media right now and everyone joins groups online. And besides that, even though you do not have time to trade, even though you have different time zones, it's better to know that there's someone somewhere in a group that has all the time in the world to share his trades with you and to actually analyze the markets on a day-to-day basis. I'm talking about a person with no other job, because I'm pretty sure that most of the traders that are frequently checking those groups on Telegram, on social media, are having a job, are having other occupations, maybe a business. But what if there's an assigned person, a designated designated person in a group that only does trading. It does trading every day for everyone in the group. You cannot do everything alone. I do not know if you heard about the principle of Pareto, which means that you would rather do less in order to gain more. So instead of trying to have a job or have a business and trade full time with your own technical analysis and your own trades, better stick to a group that has great quality and follow the trades from a specialized trader. And do not forget that we even have Bogdan that can help you with your trading account, that can give you advice and track your progress. In this way, with less time, you can actually enjoy your life, have a job or a business, and still trade, generating the closest way to passive income. Because there's no passive income in trading, but you can get close to it by actually following the technical analysis of other traders that are doing this full time. Now, if you go in the description of this video, you will see that you have 2 links for 2 brokers that we recommend. We recommend Vantage and Multibank. They are regulated, they have great history, and they have good leverage and also bonuses. If you choose to trade with one of those brokers, you will have free entry inside our own community, in which you will get access to our advanced trading course, PDF guides, one-to-one sessions with our coach, which is not only a psychology coach but also a trading coach, and the most important thing, trade ideas on a daily basis, 10 to 15 weekly signals on gold, US30, BTC USD, and more pairs. So go in the description, access the links for the brokers. You will actually see guides with all the steps that you need to take in order to register with those brokers, and also what to do if you already had an account with these brokers before, and how to enter our channel. And after that, we are waiting for you inside FXA Signals Premium. As I said, you will receive access to our group, you will receive access to our course, and more features that we already have. And 3, having beliefs based on what I've seen online. There's one thing to be in the trading space and opening the charts on a daily basis, doing your analysis. And there's another thing when it comes to checking online what happens on trading Twitter, what happens on trading YouTube, on Instagram, and so on. I befriended other traders, I entered communities, I was on Discord, I was everywhere. I usually tend to believe everything that I see, at least that was in the past. And after that, I tended to believe what those traders were saying and were preaching. But after all, I found out that they actually were hiding a secret. Compounding is key, and not a lot of traders listen to this. Now, I want you to imagine the fact that when you see profits online from traders, they would rather post a 1 to 10 risk-reward ratio, a 1 to 5, a 1 to 15, a 1 to 100. Why? Because it does look good. Instead of posting like 20, 30 trades that were doing less, trades that were compounded, it's better to actually share a trade that was performing extraordinary. The purpose of those kinds of posts are usually to make you think that the trader is amazing, the trader is better than average, but in fact, in reality, those 1 to 5, 1 to 10 risk-reward ratio trades, those aren't usual. They happen less than you can imagine. They happen like once in a while. So instead of focusing on these exceptions, you might rather try to compound your accounts somehow with smaller risk reward, with higher win rate, with small wins on a day-to-day basis, instead of waiting for the holy grail, which is like a big trade with big profits and big risk reward. So this was my journey for 1 year straight. I agreed with the fact that compounding is key. I didn't focus on sharing my profits online because I didn't fit into that category. I chose to actually grow my own capital. First of all, I took advantage of the prop firms, but I didn't count on them. So whenever you choose to trade with a prop firm, think of the fact that you need to also build your live capital with a broker, because prop firms are unsure for now. They aren't regulated, so they can disappear at any moment. Use them, they are a nice alternative, and you can generate a lot of profits with them, but do not treat them like real markets, because they aren't. They are like contests, and most of the times people are failing the challenges. So grow your capital as much as you can with prop firms, but remember that it's a hard path, and your end goal should be to learn how to trade on a live account and to build your live account. And the chances are that if you are already doing great with prop firms, you will see that you will do even more on your own brokerage account, because you don't have rules like the ones from the prop firms. You can allocate more capital, you can risk more of your capital, and you have more control over your account. And the second thing that I did in order to compound profits, to grow my capital for my live trading account with a broker, is to have an EA open in the Asian session, an EA which runs while I sleep. So in the moment when the EA is generating profits, most of the times I'm I'm setting up for around 5-10 minutes per week. And then I simply let it run continuously. And I'm going to show you exactly which EA I'm talking about. This is the Ninja EA and I left the website in the description, and what you can do for more information is to watch my video or simply to choose DMing one of our staff members and to ask questions, curiosities about this EA. You can even go to results and see exactly what's happening inside the members' accounts. By the way, this is not an EA that I own, but because I've been using it for so long together with my team, we decided to recommend it further. So if you go to the results, you can see testimonials, you can see results from other traders, and by the way, this happens on a daily basis. So you can actually click on this button. You will be redirected to a Telegram group with updated results on a daily basis. This EA is a lifetime investment and is going to help you compound your accounts. If you're looking to go low risk for a 10-15% profit per month, this is the EA for you. I won't get into details too much. You can actually check it on your own on the website and see the opinions of the other traders as well. So remember the fact that everyone has struggles when it comes to generating real profits in trading. But with a little bit of patience and discipline and a lot more help than you get right now, you can actually get it. So do not forget to join the FXA Telegram group. The link is in the description. There is a free invite there. And let me know your struggles in the comments, and I might be able to come with a feasible solution for your trading problems. Thank you for watching and see you next time.